Okay, so the Gorean ways. The books versus real life. I said before that just because people follow the Gorean ways does not mean that they actually believe they are living on Gore or follow the books exactly, because let's face it, if someone follows the books exactly, well, they might go to jail. Given to be the fact that a girl who makes a serious offense tends to lose her head in the books. Or gets punished very, very severely. So, of course, there is slight differences. The concept of the Gorean ways, living them in real, was taken from the books. And, that concept is very simply that the master is more strict, the master is more dominant, primal, maybe? The submissive, the slave is very much more submissive, more obedient, what have you. Like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that the slave won't give her opinion and is just a mindless drone and obeys no matter what. I've known plenty of Kajira who have disobeyed, sometimes simply to just get punished by their masters. So, real life, what's taken from the books? Let's go about it that way. In real life, the positions are taken from the books. The discipline is taken from the books. The way a master handles his slave is taken from the books. And like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that the slave will lose her head or whatever. But very much the dominance, the primal, the territorial. No, not all Gorean masters think that their slaves are simply animals or property that they can do whatever the hell they want with them. It is known that a slave is still a person, and one that the master loves and cares about. The Kajira, some things that are taken from the book, again, the positions. The joy and absolute delight in serving, the slave creed, the way a girl submits, semantics have been taken from it. So, that's, like I said, not everyone lives on Gore. Yes, if you follow it in the online ways, you have a little bit more leeway to type out that maybe you are living in a Gorean or an environment of Gore. You can say you're from a certain city on Gore, whatever. That's online. But online is very different, In real is also very different. But again, the concept, the semantics are taken from the books. The people do not live in a fantasy world. They just live on a higher level of submission, as I put it, because I don't have any other way to explain it. It's different. You do follow some of the Gorean punishments. You do follow the slave creed, which is very simple. I've said it before in one of my video logs. I believe it was my first one. He is master, I am slave. He commands, I obey. He is to be pleased, I am to please. Why is this? Because he is master and I am slave. And it's simply that. The girl lives solely for the master. And to me, that's a wonderful thing. That is a very, very deep way of serving, and it's very precious. And I know most Gorean masters that I have known don't take that for granted from a girl. Sadly, there are some who take it to the extreme and live the real life Gorean ways and don't see what it's truly about and take advantage of it, much like there are people who live just the lifestyle in that way and take advantage of it and treat the subs or slaves like crap and like they're beneath them and like all they're there is just for them, I've seen it. I've seen it in all aspects of the lifestyle. So, I guess that's just my piece on that, beginning out talking about the Gorean ways, books versus real life, what's taken out of the books in real life. So, there you have it. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue these talks on the Gorean ways and hopefully give people a better understanding of them. Those who don't understand them, those who think that they're simply fake, those who tried it a lot, because I have seen it a lot. Anyways, thanks again.